Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to today's geography class. So, in the last few classes, we have been discussing the important domains of the earth, isn't it? And we have completed the three. Yes, we have completed the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, and the lithosphere, isn't it? Yes. So, atmosphere means yes, the layer of gas. Hydrosphere means yes, the domain of water. And lithosphere means yes, the surface, the soil content on the surface of the earth. So, here we are starting the last conclusion part, that is about the biosphere. So, from the name itself, you can understand what it means, isn't it? Biosphere, something related to living beings or living organisms. So, actually, biosphere is a narrow zone where the other three domains interact or intersect. Okay, so here you can see it very clearly. Biosphere means it is a narrow zone where the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, the lithosphere intersect. ഈ മൂന്ന് സ്പിയേഴ്സും കൂടെ ചേർന്നാൽ മാത്രമേ എന്തുണ്ടാവുള്ളൂ? Biosphere or the living sphere. Because for the survival and existence of life, yes, hydrosphere or water, air, and earth, they are needed. So, biosphere is very important as it contains the living beings that makes the earth a unique planet, because no other planet in our solar system is having any type of living being. Okay, so the only planet on the planet in the solar system where life exists is our Earth. So biosphere is very important. Okay, so let us check some important facts about biosphere. So here you can see some explanation of biosphere. So biosphere is a global ecological system integrating all living beings and their relationships, because each and every organism in this biosphere, they are dependent, or we can say interdependent, they are connected. Okay, any form of life, then usually defined as a thin layer of earth capable of supporting life. That is what is called biosphere. Okay, so there are different types of organisms that vary in size, that is from microbes or means microorganisms and bacteria to huge mammals like elephant, lion, etc. So microbes are those organisms which we cannot uh, see through our naked eye. Okay, so there are different types of organism, different species of organisms. So biosphere, sorry, the organisms in the biosphere, they are classified broadly into two types. Okay, so here you can see some of them, microbes and some living things, plants and some animals. So these organisms in this biosphere can be broadly divided into two species or two types. They are plants and animals, or plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. Here you can see some plants. There are different types of plants, isn't it? From creepers to large or very big trees. Creepers are there, climbers are there, very small plants are there, shrubs are there, then coniferous trees are there. All these are different types of plants. So there, some of them have flowers, some of them have seeds. All these are different varieties of plants. But for the sake of our life, for meeting our needs, to fulfill our needs or to satisfy the human needs, we depend more on these plants as well as animals. As a result, some problems are arising. You may have heard about this. One important problem faced by our nature or the biosphere is deforestation, means cutting down of trees. എന്തിനാണ് ട്രീസ് എല്ലാം ഇങ്ങനെ മുറിച്ച് കളയുന്നതല്ല, മുറിക്കുന്നത് എന്തിനാ? യെസ്, മേ ബി ഫോർ for making houses or construction purposes, or for clearing the land for agricultural purpose, or for developmental activities, that is for constructing roads, rails, etc., or setting up factories, etc. So reckless cutting of trees causes so many problems. Can you say some of the problems caused by deforestation? Deforestation is a term used for reckless cutting of trees. Can you say some effects or consequences of deforestation? Yes, ഈ ഫോറസ്റ്റിനെയൊക്കെ ആശ്രയിച്ച് ജീവിക്കുന്ന ചെറിയ ചെറിയ ജീവികളായാലും വലിയ ജീവികളായാലും അവരുടെ ഇക്കോളജി നഷ്ടപ്പെടും. The animals or the living things which depend on this forest or vegetation, they will lose their nature or home, isn't it? Yes, that is a big problem. But the human beings are not at all regarding any type of other animals, even the other human beings. അല്ലേ, നമുക്ക് നമ്മുടെ കാര്യം മാത്രം അറിഞ്ഞാൽ മതി. So we are exploiting these resources or these living things on the both plants and other animals. So here you can see some of the effects of deforestation. There are a number of adverse effects that include environmental and ecological. Some of these effects are discussed below. They are given below. First one is erosion of soil. Means now we are cutting down these plants on trees, what will happen? The outer layer, the top soil will be exposed to the nature, exposed to the atmosphere. So when it rains heavily, what happens? The surface soil will be removed. That is what is called soil erosion. Then disruption of water cycle. Do you know water cycle? What is that? Is the cyclic action of water from one form to another in the atmosphere or on the earth's surface. What that is called water cycle. So this deforestation causes water cycle because plants play an important role in maintaining the water content on the earth. ഇല്ലേ, മഴ പെയ്യിക്കാൻ സഹായിക്കുന്നു, അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഒരുപാട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ പ്ലാന്റ്സ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ട്രീസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. സോ deforestation causes disruption of water cycle. Then loss of biodiversity. That means there are different species in the forest or which depend on the plants. So when we cut down all these plants and trees, what will happen? They will lose their natural habitat. So there may happen the extinction of some of the species. For example, dodo. Dodo is a plant which looks like a duck that lived a very long years ago in the island of Madagascar. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഡോഡോ പക്ഷിക്ക് എന്താ സംഭവിച്ചത്? ഒന്ന്, അവിടുത്തെ ആൾക്കാർ ഒരുപാടും ഈ ഡോഡോയുടെ മീറ്റിന് വേണ്ടി ഡോഡോസിനെ ഹണ്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങി. പിന്നെ അതിൻ്റെ നാച്ചുറലായിട്ട് അതിന് ആവശ്യമുള്ള ഫുഡ് കിട്ടുന്ന ചെടികളും മരങ്ങളും ഒക്കെ അവർ കട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങി. So these two factors caused the extinction of dodos. അപ്പോൾ ഈ എർത്ത് സർഫസിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ഡോഡോ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പക്ഷി ഇല്ല, എല്ലാം തന്നെ നശിച്ചുപോയി, എല്ലാം ഇല്ലാതായിപ്പോയി. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വാട്ട് ഇസ് കോൾഡ് എക്സ്റ്റിങ്ഷൻ. ഓക്കെ, ദെൻ നെക്സ്റ്റ് വൺ ഈസ് ഫ്ലഡിങ് ആൻഡ് ഡ്രൗട്ട്. ഒരുപാട് മരങ്ങളെല്ലാം മുറിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവിടെ കുറേ വർഷം കഴിയുമ്പം ഡെസേർട്ട് പോലെ ആവും. മീൻസ് വിതൗട്ട് റെയിൻ that land will dry up. Okay, so drought may happen and also at the same time flooding. നമ്മൾ കേരളത്തിൽ തന്നെ 2 പ്രാവശ്യം ഫ്ലഡ് ഉണ്ടായ സമയത്ത് നമുക്കറിയാം, ഹില്ലി ഏരിയാസിൽ, മൗണ്ടനസ് റീജിയൻ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഹൈ റേഞ്ച് ഏരിയാസിൽ ഭയങ്കര പ്രശ്നം ഉണ്ടായില്ലേ, ലാൻഡ് സ്ലൈഡ്സ് ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടായി, മണ്ണിടിച്ചിലൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായി, കുറേ പേര് മരിച്ചു. സോ ദീസ് ടു ആർ സം ഓഫ് ദ these are some of the adverse effects happen due to deforestation. Okay, next, some important things that will happen on the earth naturally. അത് മനുഷ്യർക്ക് കുറേ ഫാക്ടേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ട്, മനുഷ്യർ ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണെങ്കിൽ പോലും എർത്തിന് ചില മാറ്റങ്ങളുണ്ടാവും. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് what is called earthquake or volcanic eruption. So earthquake are not a human made disaster. Actually earthquake is the shaking of the earth. അപ്പോൾ എർത്ത് ഇങ്ങനെ ഷേക്ക് ചെയ്ത് എന്തുണ്ടാവും? ഷേക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്ന സ്ഥലത്തെ സർഫസിലുള്ള എല്ലാ ബിൽഡിങ്സും എല്ലാം കൊളാപ്സ് ചെയ്യും, ആൾക്കാർ മരിക്കും, അങ്ങനെ ഒരുപാട് പ്രശ്നങ്ങളുണ്ടാവും ഇല്ലേ? അതാ കണ്ടില്ലേ, ഒരുപാട് ബിൽഡിങ്സ് എല്ലാം തകർന്ന് കിടക്കുന്നത്. സോ എർത്ത് ക്വേക്ക് is a natural disaster which causes so many problems to the living things, both animals, plants, and also the human beings. So another notorious natural disaster is tsunami. എല്ലാവർക്കും ഫെമിലിയർ ആയിട്ടുള്ളൊരു വാക്കായിരിക്കും സുനാമി. ആക്ച്വലി ദിസ് വേർഡ് ഇസ് എ ജാപ്പനീസ് ഒറിജിൻ. സുനാമി ഇൻ ജാപ്പനീസ് ലാംഗ്വേജ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഹാർബർ വേവ്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ എർത്ത് ക്വേക്ക് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വോൾക്കാനിക് ഇറപ്ഷൻ, അണ്ടർ വാട്ടർ എർത്ത് ക്വേക്ക് ഓർ വോൾക്കാനിക് ഇറപ്ഷൻ കോസസ് സുനാമീസ്. So one tsunami that occurred in 2004, December 26, 2004, December 26 in Indian Ocean near the Indonesian island causes so many problems. ആ ഒരു സുനാമിയിൽ നമ്മുടെ ആൻഡമാൻ ആൻഡ് നിക്കോബാർ ഐലൻഡ്സിലുള്ള കുറേ ഭാഗങ്ങളെല്ലാം സമുദ്രത്തിനടിയിലായിപ്പോയി. Then you can see some of the places which adversely affected by this Indonesian earthquake which caused tsunami. Okay, so that is also a natural disaster that caused so many problems. Another important problem faced by the earth as well as the living beings on the earth is pollution. Means contamination of water, air, soil, etc. by the activities of human beings is known as pollution. Okay, here you can see the picture. So the smoke emitted from the vehicles or factories, all these things are very dangerous to our nature because it causes air pollution. But there are different types of pollution: air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution or sound pollution. All these are some of the forms of pollution. So let us have a look at air pollution. So air pollution means contamination of the air by the emission of smoke from different factories as well as vehicles that we are using for transportation. So they are very dangerous to the environment, to the atmosphere. Not only that causes so many health problems to the people, isn't it? Yes. Another important type of pollution is water pollution. That is contamination of water by discharging different waste things from the factories or from urban areas causes water pollution. What is the effect of water pollution? Yes, the fresh water on the earth will decrease. ആൾക്കാർക്കും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ജീവജാലങ്ങൾക്കൊക്കെ കുടിക്കാനുള്ള വെള്ളത്തിൻ്റെ അളവ്, ഫ്രഷ് വാട്ടറിൻ്റെ അളവ് കുറയും ഈ വാട്ടർ പൊല്യൂഷൻ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, ഇല്ലേ? You may see this type of pictures in cities and towns. The drainage നിന്നുള്ള അഴുക്ക വെള്ളം, അതുപോലെയുള്ള ഫാക്ടറീസിൽ നിന്നുള്ള പിന്നെ ട്രീറ്റ് ചെയ്യാത്ത വേസ്റ്റ് വാട്ടർ, ഇതെല്ലാം തന്നെ എന്തിന് കാരണമാകാറുണ്ട്? വാട്ടർ പൊല്യൂഷന്. ഓക്കെ. Another important thing is depicted here, that is greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect. So what it means that the atmosphere of the earth or the different gases in the atmosphere acts like a greenhouse. That means the sun's rays coming from the space are some of the amount of the sun's heat is absorbed by the surface as well as the atmosphere. So different gases in the atmosphere, that what will they do? Yes, some of them are reflecting back, keeping the earth's surface warm. Okay, so you can see the illustration here about the greenhouse effect. Sunlight reaches the earth, then some energy is reflected back into space, some is absorbed and radiated as heat, and most of the heat is absorbed by greenhouse gases and reflected in all directions, warming the earth. Okay, ഗ്രീൻഹൗസ് എഫക്റ്റ് നമ്മുടെ അറ്റ്മോസ്ഫിയറിന് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എർത്തിന് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ലിവിങ് ബീങ്സിനെല്ലാം തന്നെ വേണം. കാരണം എർത്തിൻ്റെ ആ ഒരു ചൂട് നിലനിർത്താൻ സഹായിക്കുന്നതാണ്. ബട്ട് there are some adverse effects for this greenhouse effect, because when this greenhouse gases, the amount of greenhouse gases increases tremendously, what will happen? Yes, the temperature of the atmosphere will begin to increase. Okay, ഇവിടെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഗ്രീൻ ഹൗസിൻ്റെ ഒരു പിക്ചർ കാണാം. Then the important greenhouse gas is, yes, carbon dioxide. It is a dangerous gas, as well as it is also very helpful for the life, both for plants and animals. Okay, പ്ലാന്റ്സിന് ഫോട്ടോസിന്തസിസ് ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ കാർബൺ ഡൈ ഓക്സൈഡ് വേണം. ഫോട്ടോസിന്തസിസ് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, yes, the plants will release oxygen, and we need oxygen to breathe in. So carbon dioxide is very good for the earth as well as the living beings, but the amount, if the amount is very high or increasing, it will cause so many problems like this greenhouse gas. Okay, sorry, greenhouse effect. So then arise the idea of conservation of natural resources and environment. That means how we can help the earth to survive from these problems. So that is what is called conservation. Okay, നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ കൺസർവ് ചെയ്യാം നാച്ചുറൽ റിസോഴ്സസിനെയോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എൻവയോൺമെൻറ്റിനെയൊക്കെ എങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? Yes, we can reduce the exploitation of natural resources, isn't it? That means a need to limit the use of resources of the earth to maintain the balance of nature between the domains of the lithosphere, atmosphere, and hydrosphere. That is what is called conservation. So for that we can adopt these 3 R's. 3 R's. What is the 3 R represent? Yes, recycle, reuse, and reduce. So we should recycle some important things that we are using, then you reuse the materials that we are using intermittently, then reduce the excess use of, yes, natural resources. So this is, so through practicing this idea, recycle, reuse, and reduce, we can limit the use of resources as well as we can take part in maintaining the balance in the ecology. So with this, we are winding up the chapter. Before concluding this session, I will go through the exercises. Shall we go? Okay. The first part of the exercise, I will give the answers in the WhatsApp group. So here the second part, take the correct answers. The mountain range that separates Europe and Asia, which is that mountain range? Can you name? Andes, Himalayas, or Urals? Yes, the Urals is the mountain range which separates Europe and Asia. Okay, then second one, the continent of North America is linked to South America by an isthmus, a strait, or a canal. North American, South American connect ചെയ്യുന്ന ലാൻഡ് മാസിന് എന്താ പറയുന്നത്? Yes, it is an isthmus of Panama. But now we can see a canal there, the artificial canal constructed by the human beings. Okay, then the major constituent of atmosphere by percent is nitrogen, oxygen, or carbon dioxide. Which is that? Which gas? Yes, of course, that is nitrogen. Then the fourth question, the domain of the earth consisting of solid rock is, yes, that is lithosphere. Then which is the largest continent? Africa, Asia, or Australia? Yes, Asia is the largest continent. Finished writing? Shall we move on to the next one? Okay, fine. So here are given some of the fill in the blanks questions. So first one is deepest point on the earth. Can you name the deepest point on the earth? That is in the specific ocean. Yes, that is Mariana Trench. Okay, Mariana Trench. Trench. Okay. Then second one, the dash ocean is named after a country. Yes, of course, that is Indian Ocean. Very good. Then the dash is a narrow contact zone of land, water and air supports life. Yes, we just completed that topic. That is biosphere. Then the fourth question, the continents of Europe and Asia together are known as Eurasia. ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ എഴുതുകയാണ്, നിങ്ങളുടെ ടെക്സ്റ്റിൽ കറക്റ്റ് സ്ഥലത്ത് എഴുതണം കേട്ടോ. Eurasia. Then the highest mountain peak on the earth is dash. Yes, that is Mount Everest. Okay, so this is about the fill in the blanks questions and choose the correct answer. So with this we have come to the end of the chapter. I will send the notes to you through WhatsApp. Please go through the textbook very clearly. Read the textbook thrice or twice. Please watch the video repeatedly. Then it is a very simple chapter. You can understand it very easily. So with this we are completing this. So thank you for watching. Okay, see you in the next class.